In 2011, one of my trips to India, I had a major heart attack and collapsed at a stadium. Flew back to the United States a few days later. Ended up over 2 weeks in the hospital, having quadruple bypass heart surgery, almost dying, having 5 blood transfusions, and was in a lot of pain. Towards the end of this time at the hospital, something which was predicted to happen did happen, but I didn't believe it at the time. I was laying in my hospital bed the day before I checked out, and all of a sudden I'm laying there in this hospital bed. I got all these tubes hooked up to me and everything, and at the foot of my bed stands this young man with long black hair. He's got Levi's on, no shirt on, barefoot. And he's coming up the end of my bed and he's pouring oil and water on top of my head and on my forehead, and he's touching it. And he's chanting in some strange Indian language, ancient archaic language. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, that's Babaji. And then a part of me realizes, well, I'm drugged up. I'm almost, close to death, and maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe I'm having some kind of dream vision. But at the time I said, this is okay. If you're going to be delusional and crazy, why not dream about this great avatar, this great saint, sage, savior of mankind, come to you in your hospital bed and bless you? I mean, after all, it was predicted in a Naadi Palm reading that I had done in India the year before. It said that Shiva would appear in some form like Babaji or whatever and bless me and pour water and oil on me. But it didn't say when or where or whatever. So I'm thinking as I'm laying there that, well, this is a beautiful dream. This is a beautiful delusion. And if you're going to have one, why not? This is a good one. I felt good because I felt so much love and I felt so much energy. And so I'm sitting in my bed and there's like this globe of light, this dome sphere of energy and light, which I can't see anything outside of, but it goes about 4 or 5 feet beyond my bed. And this Babaji apparition, appearance, vision, visitation is happening right there at the end of my bed. And I'm sitting up and his arm is reaching right out there and he's just touching me. And I'm totally blissed out. So this goes on for, I have no clue how long, a period of time. And then eventually it was over, but I laid there. I know, okay, I'm getting out of the hospital. I'll be okay. So I didn't tell anybody about it. I didn't think too much about it. I thought, well, maybe I was delusional. So I went home, I checked out of the hospital, and a couple days after I'm home, my daughter, she comes to visit me, and she says, "Hey, Dad, did you see David? Did he come to visit you?" I said, "No, David didn't come to visit me." He says, "Oh, yeah, he said he was there." I said, "When did he come?" He said, "Well, the day before you checked out of the hospital." And I said, "Really?" He says, "Yeah." He says he came into your hospital room, and he was taken aback, but he thought it was funny, but there was some young guy with no shirt on and no shoes on, and he was pouring water or oil or something on your head, and he was chanting some, crazy language, and he thought it was really funny, but he thought, well, it looked kind of personal and odd, and out of respect, he just left. So I told my daughter what happened, and I think we both realized then that David had seen exactly what was happening. And all that time, I was thinking that I was just delusional, crazy. It was just a vision. It was just a dream. It was a product of drugs. But that doesn't explain how he could walk in a room that very day where I'm having it, the very time I'm having that experience, and he sees exactly what I saw. A visitation and a blessing from Babaji.